I represent. Wherever I go, I be on the West Coast. We be getting high with the fellas who up on the line. When we lose, Sig and Ty. Every day, you know how we do.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Mark G. I'm here with the GordonExchange.com as well as the Green Room Podcast. Right now, I have a Jill of all trades. I don't even know how to introduce you. Actress, comedian, writer, producer, MC, DJ. What am I missing?
Cat lady.
Cat lady. I see your Instagram post in the morning too with your cat like literally right there.
Yes, every morning. He's like, what about that?
But it's Miss Amanda Seals. Thank you so much for joining me via Skype. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Not too bad. Let's get the bad stuff out the way. Can we just start at the bad stuff and then work our way down?
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Uncertain. I think that's pretty much like the consensus for a lot of folks. Like a range between like, any like sane folks, a range between the uncertainty of what. It's almost like you're certain shit is going to be bad. You're just uncertain of how bad it's going to be.
Yeah.
And that is what's creating anxiety and panic and, just this feeling like we've gone back 50 years. I mean, I think there's even this fear that like we could be drinking out of like different water fountains again. I mean, you just don't.
You don't know.
I don't know the extent to which this is going to force a reciprocal response, and if we have to fight back the way that it's already starting to come at us, that's not going to end well.
Yeah. Now I saw you. You showed your passport. Any chance you leaving? Any chance you getting out of here?
No. I mean, I just like that if I need to, I can. It's crazy though to even like have to conceptualize that as an option.
Right.
So I feel like there's just too much work here for me to go.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a little lighthearted humor. And it's like, oh, this shit is real.
Yeah. It got real really quick for everybody, I think. But never mind that. Let's get into your work and everything that you got going on. I know you have Get Your Life Season 2 about to come out in the beginning of the year, right?
We're literally editing it. Like, my editor is in the loft right now.
Okay.
I just saw the first edit of episode 1, and I'm just like,
yeah.
It's been a shitty 48 hours, and it brought some hope. I'm just so excited for y'all to see it. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good.
Now, season 1 was super dope. I definitely watched it all ASAP. How much of season 1 was where you were in life, I guess? Like, were you actually making that move, going to California when you were shooting all of this, or how did that all go?
Oh, yeah, all of that.
All real?
When you see boxes in my house, that's not props.
Okay.
That's like, yeah, I haven't moved in. I mean, episode 3, there's a shot where I'm walking down the stairs, and I'm, like, literally, like, walking between boxes, having a conversation. Those boxes arrived that morning.
Wow.
Literally, the movers had come that morning, dropped everything off, and we shot that afternoon. And when you see in episode 4, when you see us like taking the books out and putting them on the bookshelves,
that's real. What made you say, okay, well, first off, I try to do research and I try to look up people that I'm going to talk to. Wiki had you living in like 3 different places or born in 3 different places. It was LA, New York. Where are you originally from?
You have a Wikipedia right now?
Yeah.
No.
Uh-huh.
Hold on one second. Wikipedia reinstated.
Yeah, there's definitely something out there.
I think there's one for like My Brother and Me, and then there's one for Grenada, like
Okay.
anybody. Yeah, like My Brother and Me has a Wikipedia that I'm on, and then Grenada has its own like Wiki Grenada for any like people of like notability from Grenada. But like my official Wikipedia was taken down, and so I'm working right now to get it reinstated.
Okay.
And but I was born in LA.
Born in LA. Okay. And what made you decide at this point that it was time to go back?
I was just done with New York. I really realized that I had done everything I could with New York. I felt like stagnant work-wise, creative-wise, even personal-wise, you know, like I love my friends, but it was just like, I didn't feel like anyone was really like trying to push like to the next level, because a lot of folks, they've already like settled down with their families, you know what I mean? Like, so like they were where they want to be, and I wasn't where I want to be yet. And so it's like, damn, I'm seeing other people's lives change drastically, but mine hasn't. And I just knew that nothing would really change drastically unless I made a drastic change. And so, I don't know, the stars really aligned. Once, it's so funny, like in The Alchemist, the book, it says like, the universe will conspire to like give you really, really want. And I knew that I needed to change things, but it wasn't something that was going to happen overnight. And I needed money. Yeah. And it was just like, I didn't even realize that I was doing things that would allow me to be able to change my life. Like when I went on CNN, I didn't think that appearance was going to be any different than any other appearance I did on CNN.
Was this the catcall appearance?
From going viral, I ended up getting a lot of college bookings, which ended up getting me enough capital to be able to like move to LA with a lump sum of money so I could like live off of that until I started getting more work, you know?
Right.
When I went into BET in July of 2014 and said like, hey, is there any web series that you need? You know, they were like, oh, you know, we'd love something about like celebrity fashion. So I created a show called Funny Style that maybe like 6 people ever saw because they didn't really promote it. And that's not the digital team's issue in terms of promoting. That was marketing. But by doing Funny Style every week and, you know, writing it every week with my partner Desmond Thorne, who was on the show with me, and working with producers, Narelle and Khadijah, and just like their team, along with like being able to get money every week, just really set me up to come out here and be able to thrive. And when stuff is kind of being put in your corner like that, you're like, well, it's telling you something. And then the pipes in my apartment burst in the winter, and it was like, no, okay.
That's it. Now, did you, I know on season 1 on YouTube, Forget Your Life, you, it's on Issa Rae's YouTube channel, and I know you guys collaborated on that. How did that, are you guys friends? Did you guys know each other long before you guys started working together?
No, I mean, we were acquaintances. I mean, like, I was going to do an episode of Awkward Black Girl at one point, but then there's, like, scheduling issues and stuff, and then, you know, we kind of ran in the same circles that would cross each other, you know, we're both, like, smart, funny black women, so that also puts us in alignment. And then eventually I had come out here to visit, and we ended up meeting up, and she was like, you know, you should really think about moving here. There's a community here, like, you will work, etc. And there were so many sisters that actually really gave me that encouragement that were in prominent places. And it's so weird because at that time she was like, yeah, like HBO and Insecure, it's there, but, you know, it's just taking a long time. She was frustrated. And then NPR, and it's like episode 6.
Yeah. It's doing really well. I mean, to me right now, Insecure and Atlanta are my favorite shows just because they're so, it's just unapologetic, it's raw, it's like a perspective that I've never seen before for my age group, being a black man. Like, it's so dope. How is it working on the show with everybody? Everybody just seems to be so cool.
It's fun. I mean, it's definitely different for HBO because, like, they don't be doing black shows.
Right.
So,
right.
No, but it's really very exciting to be a part of a show that is happening at such a seminal time, and that is also like so unique to the landscape, and that many people consider to be incredibly important. So for me, it's definitely huge to be a part of that, because I really like to be a part of excellence and things that are like causing change.
Right. Was it hard to step into the bougie shoes? To I said, was it hard to step into the bougie shoes of Tiffany Dubois?
She's such an asshole. She really is.
And I've only seen one episode, and I can tell that's definitely, yeah.
Get ready. There's 3 more.
Okay.
I mean, she's just an ass. It's funny, it wasn't that hard because I know those chicks. Like,
yeah.
I know them and I despise them. So it was like, oh, okay, I just get to play these chicks that I hate.
Right.
And I'm them to the fullest so that you can see their assholeness to the fullest. And it's so funny too, because even like the last, like, it always ends up being like one of my lines in the promo, because I'm always saying some asshole shit that he's gonna have to react to.
But we all know those people. I mean, they're everywhere. We all know them.
My biggest fear was like people seeing that character and thinking that I'm like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm about to be incredibly vocal that I think this is a mean person.
I would think anybody that knows anything about you or follows you should know that you're the exact opposite, but you know.
But a lot of people that are watching the show don't follow me or don't know me, so you know they may be like, "Who the hell this light-skinned boy is?" It's a character, and you know, black folks, we always be watching shows and like forgetting like this is a TV show.
Oh, we hate the characters. We think that they're real, and
I'm waiting to get cursed out. I'm waiting to get cursed out.
Now, you said you're excited for season 2. Tell me what we can expect on season 2 of Get Your Life. Like, what are you doing? Is there any surprises? Any people you could tell me about?
Season 2 of Get Your Life, I mean, we've stepped up the production level, so there's a lot more like things going on, a lot more people involved. We also just got even more creative with the story ideas. And I'll tell you, Atlanta really inspired me in that way, you know, to just like push things even further. I mean, we had already done that, and then I was watching Atlanta, and I remember just being like, sitting in the dark, like, nigga, what are you? What is your invisible car?
Major. You know? Hey, that invisible car was so dope. It was so dope. So dope.
It was like the genius moment of the year.
Yep.
So, you know, with that, I was like, okay, y'all need to like really come hard, and I feel like we did. There's just a lot of really great performances this season. You know, I think last season we didn't really get to see Amanda with like a friend because she just moved to LA, and you know, honestly, as a comic, like I feel like I just have a lot of people that are coming in and out, you know, and I don't have like that one like situation.
Yeah.
But we did. We were able to create that vibe a little more this season with a scenario that I think people are not expecting. So,
okay. Looking
forward to that. We bring back Daphne Dean Hicks, who is basically like the Tiffany of Get Your Life.
Yeah, right.
She's bougie, but she's not like Tiffany is very aware that she's like staying. Whereas Daphne on Get Your Life is not aware. Like she is just like, I'm a good Christian girl. Like what is the problem?
Yeah.
You know? So we have Daphne, but as usual, you know, there's social commentary in there. There's comedy. There is, you know, really great witty dialogue. There's always going to be references to pop culture, whether it's Game of Thrones or Don Lemon Do-Rags.
I saw the picture for that too. I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. What is that?
Oh, that's going to be a good time. Follow us now. So we have an Instagram and we have a Facebook, Get Your Life Show, where we're posting stuff. And of course, Topher Shanks is back and just being herself, being the goddess.
How? Okay, give me a percentage of Tyra Banks in that character, like.
So originally she was like 50-50 Topher Tyra Oprah. And, you know, because Tyra loves to bring everything back to herself. Like,
Always.
I remember when Miley Cyrus turned 16, Tyra Banks gave her, for her birthday, a picture of Tyra Banks at 16. I love it.
It's classic.
So, like, that's the element of Tyra that's in there. Whenever you see Topher being like, well, you know, when I...
Right.
But Iyanla has crept all the way up and through Topra. So, you know, when Topra hits you with the strong, you know, that Iyanla. And the Oprah is her, you know, regalness.
Right.
You know, she's just very regal. And, you know, any woman that is on the cover of every issue of her magazine.
Right.
Is regal.
Now, do you come up with, I mean, like, I know you do all of this stuff, so when it comes to, like, the character development and the writing and all of that, do you undertake all of it yourself first and then bring it to other people, or do you have people that you write with? Like, how do you come up with a lot of this stuff?
I mean, some of this stuff is pre-existing, and it's like I'm taking notes throughout the year and just while I'm doing stuff, and then we went in a writer's room for 2 weeks where me and Stephen Chu and Anika Samuel, we sat in this house every night and came up with how the show was going to go. And I mean, I basically will have in my mind, like, okay, I want this, I want to flesh out this story, you know?
Now, this is the last thing I have for you. I saw on I think either the next to last episode or the last episode of Get Your Life, where you and Lil Rel was talking about the national anthems, Whitney's versus Marvin Gaye. So with it being Throwback Thursday, I'm going to give you a couple either ors and you tell me which one you would pick.
Okay.
Alright, so movies, would you do Home Alone or Problem Child?
Home Alone.
Easily?
Easily.
Okay.
Get McAllister all the way.
House Party or Friday?
House Party.
Shawshank Redemption or The Green Mile?
Shawshank.
These are all great answers. SNL or In Living Color? In the 90s, when In Living Color hit, that little time frame they were here, which one would you go with?
That's a toughie because it's two different kinds of comedy.
Very true. Very true. Okay, which one do you think had the most influence on culture?
Oh, well, In Living Color had the most influence on culture.
Okay.
But SNL, I feel have more influence on me.
Got you. I'm an SNL fanatic, man. Every fall or summer, whatever it is, I put in to try to get the tickets to stand online so I can get up there, because that, man, I grew up on it. My dad had me in front of the TV in 86, 85, 86, so I don't miss it to this day. Like, I still watch it. Even when it gets shitty, like, I still rock with it. I still try to hold it close to me.
The 90s was a good time. I mean, that was Dana Carvey, Mike Myers, Adam Sandler, Nora Dunn,
Phil Hartman. Yep.
Phil Hartman. Oh my God, Phil Hartman, rest in peace.
Yep.
That was Chris Rock. I mean, it was an era. It was an era. That's when Wayne's World was created.
But see, I feel like we are the only ones that really appreciate it. Like, I'm 34, so I come up right in that late 80s, 90s, and I try to get other people on it, and they're like, oh, that's whack, that's corny. I think you just had to be there. I don't know.
Are you kidding?
I'm serious, man.
Come on.
I'm serious. No, like SNL, I have people to this day that are like, why you still watch it? It's so corny, it's so whack. But it's like, I'll never leave it.
No, it's staple.
Yep.
Why. It's a staple.
Cartoons, DuckTales or Chip 'n Dale?
Ooh. First of all, they both had very strong theme songs.
And see,
So, Chip 'n Dale, rescue ring.
I gotta give it to DuckTales on the theme song. I gotta give it to DuckTales.
Okay, so DuckTales. Let's see, I appreciated Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers because it was like a different setting of animals.
Okay.
You know, they were like Louie
feel you. But nothing beats when you hear life is like a hurricane.
That's the best cartoon theme song of all time. Hit in the bird like it's an airplane. It's a blur. I mean, Mike solve a mystery or mystery.
You never know. The kids will never know cartoons, man. They'll never know the Saturday morning cartoons.
They don't know about Fraggle Rock, which is another jam.
I heard they're coming back.
No one is told.
I heard it's.
Worries for another day. Look who music play. Down in Fraggle Rock. That's the hit, man. That's the hit. What? I'm waiting for Ray Schmurmerd to do that record.
All right, now would you do Jodeci or Boyz II Men? 90s R&B.
Jodeci.
Jill Scott or I'm sorry, who is Jill Scott? Her first album or Baduizm?
Baduizm.
And this is the last one. It's kind of random, but Queen, We Are the Champions or Bohemian Rhapsody. This is how I can kind of tell what type of person you are.
I respect both records.
Okay.
But I'm a nostalgic.
Okay.
So Bohemian Rhapsody is more than just Queen to me. Bohemian Rhapsody is also Wayne's World to me.
True.
And I'm a performer.
Okay.
Bohemian Rhapsody allows me a wide range of performance. You know, we're going from mama, just kill the man. You know, we're going from that, but then we're like, you know.
So it plays to.
I mean, there's just a lot.
So it.
Oh, you think you get so bad, spit in my eye.
So would you say it plays to your layers, to your
Yeah,
Got you.
play my layers.
Got you. Well, Miss Amanda Seals, I appreciate you so much, man, for doing this. I've been trying to hunt you down for.
No, you didn't. You didn't try and hunt me down. You made a mention of doing an interview at a certain point in time in the future.
That is very true. And I appreciate you saying you haven't given me any details. You haven't locked anything down yet. And I sat back and I was like, you know what? She's absolutely right. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for being a guest here. Like I said, it'll be on my blog site, The Gordon Exchange, as well as I'll put a snippet on the radio and on my podcast. But just tell everybody what you got coming up, where they can find you, and whatever else you want to say.
Keep watching HBO Insecure. Look out for Get Your Life Season 2, top of the year. If you're in Los Angeles, come out to Smart, Funny, and Black every first Tuesday, 9 p.m. at Nerd Melt, LA. And you can always follow me on all social media, Amanda Seals, and stay up to date on stuff at amandaseals.com.
That's what it is. And I don't know if y'all heard it, but she said if I show up in LA, she would give me a job. So let's pray for that right there. Thank you. Nah, but thank you so much, Amanda Seals. This is the Gordon Exchange, Mark G, and we are out of here. Thank you. Peace.
Music makes me high. One for the money, two for the lie, three for my niggas in the struggle, getting by for my fam. You stay nice, forget time. Music